wait till do this when I pop over. Hey, can anybody see me? There always seems to be a delay. Hello. Huh, I can't see. Oh, there we are. Hi. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? So we're live. I hope I don't get distracted by the other monitor. Maybe I'll put a piece of paper over it. Here we go. Then I won't have to get distracted by my face. So, how is everybody doing today? Hi. Hi, Just Kitten. Oh, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Just Kitten. Cool. Hello, Katen? Katen? I'm so glad you're doing good. I'm just writing down people as they... Hi, Alley Cat. It's great to see you. Sour Sop Juice. I love that name. That's cool. Sour Sop. Isn't that a fruit? Hi, Cheryl. Yes, it's a fruit. I thought so. What does it taste like? What is like that inner sovereignty? 20 inner sovereignty. How's the 12-12 portal going for everybody? Oh, hi, Echo. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. I'm excited. Oh, thanks, Echo. That's awesome. Thank you. I have a spirit guide named Echo that just entered my life a few months ago. Oh, I should put my microphone attached. Sorry about that. You can hear me a little better now. You feel powerful? That's great. It's really great energy. I woke up and I was like really happy and excited. I started listening to Mr. Rogers' intro. I was just like super excited today and felt really great. So let's see. Let's give some energy for the collective, and then as people trickle in, we'll get started on individual. You're having a headache and body aches all week. Yeah, me too. I have this pain in my knee. I don't even know where it came from. I've never had a pain like that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Mr. Rogers is just like one of those light people that that changed my life. So for the collective, we got vision and egotism. This is interesting because sometimes when we have visions, a vision for ourselves, it has to be really big. It has to be really grand. It has to be, so big because we have to strive for something almost unattainable, like the sun. Those stories where the sky god went up into the sun and it shot so high, it ended up being a star. So that's kind of what you have to do for yourself. You have to create a bigger than life vision for your life. If you downplay it, then you're going to downplay what you end up getting out of it. So that's really important. And a lot of people see that as egotism. They see that as like a negative thing because you are focusing on the individual, the self. But that's so important to, our vision in life. I found a quarter. It was random. I've been getting lucky penny and stuff like that, and then I found a quarter just sitting in the middle of my hallway, and it has wilderness, river of no return. And I feel like that's what this collective is going through. They're like entering the woods and this wilderness place. They don't know what's going to be there, and it's like a river where you get it on it and it's going to go the direction it goes. You've put everything into motion and there's no returning back from this river. So to some people, that's really scary. To me, that's exciting. I love new challenges. I love new adventures. And if things aren't going great in your life right now, it can only get better if you go on a different path. So let's see. You're getting your groove back. That's great. Me too. I felt really like physically hurt, in a lot of pain this week, which was unusual. I was having pain that I haven't had in years. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing a lot of ascension work. And I think when we're doing that ascension work, we're growing really fast. Those growing pains are, my ankle was hurting really bad. And I could explain it by the physical, but it hadn't hurt that bad since I walked like for 8 hours straight. And then I was like, oh, I think I'm taking treks when I'm, in the astral, in the unconscious. And so I was bringing that into my physical world because I was doing that at some level. Everything we do, is multidimensional. I'm doing good. The coolest. Well, you guys have some great names. The coolest. But if you're having ascension symptoms, which are very common if you're doing a lot of spiritual work, think of it like a good workout. Think of it, you have put your body through everything that you're going through spiritually. So, honor that. You may feel like you're not doing anything in the 3D world, but you are doing something somewhere. And so you have to really treat your body like you had just worked out or done a marathon. So, if you need to rest a little more, do that. Hydrate. I mean, if you can't explain why you're so hungry, it's because you've been working and working and you need fuel. Like, instead of questioning why you need these things, give your body these things. If you just need to sit around and watch movies and, feel that connection, that's really important. Honor that because you are doing a lot of work. No matter what you're doing in the 3D, it's there in the other dimensions. I mean, we are realizing that just because we can't see things, through physics and science, that they still exist. So honor that. Like when you're waking up in the morning, pay attention to how do I feel? And then be like, oh, well, that's interesting because I should be in a good mood because I'm happy to be awake and I'm grateful for the day, but I'm feeling like something's holding me back. So honor yourself physically and emotionally. That's really important to remember that these are like marathons. You can't get through, psychic or spiritual ascension and not feel the effects in your 3D body. I mean, I've been waking up with bruises in weird places and I'm like, what was I doing while I was sleeping? That's just, so interesting. So honor that, like, don't discount your own feelings. Like, that isn't egotism like we got in this card. That is not egotism. That's actually honoring your vessel. So let's see. Hi. Oh, I've got you on the list. You wanted to know about money, Shivani. I hope that's the same person. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start, let's see. I'm just reading your comments. Yeah, me too. Catton. Yeah. Catton. Yeah, I have too. It's especially when I'm going through some major growth. Like I'll have very prophetic dreams and I'll wake up with bruises. It's very interesting. Like I already went there, did that, and now I'm in the 3D, going through it in the 3D. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, that's totally true. You were doing all this work. Like if you wake up and you're like, my gosh, I feel like I didn't sleep last night. I feel exhausted. I feel like my body hurts in all these ways. Why? Like question that, like, what was I doing last night? What was I doing? What was my astral body out there doing, exploring? And then, maybe journal, like freestyle journaling, just putting pen to paper, not on your phone or your computer, because you need it directly from your hand, that physical part, to come through your brain. So, but I just mean like automatic writing. And some stuff might come out. You might be like, whoa, I did what? Like, you may think you're not doing things in the 3D world enough, but you're actually doing them. And as long as they happen, they have to happen in the spiritual and the other dimensions first, because those are actually a little bit more, not ahead because time isn't linear, but more just, we haven't caught up exactly in that space. So when we do, we're like, oh, okay, that's why I'm so exhausted. And if you do such a great job in the astral, sometimes you don't have to go through it in the physical world, which is really cool. Hurting from head to toe, so I must have fought a battle in the astral. Yeah, we all have been. I mean, I think that's why we're all drawn to each other, because we're like, oh, you know what it's like to go through this stuff and not be able to explain it to other people. So who should I start with? DJ Crystal Love. Hi, DJ Crystal Love. Okay. Are any of, Speak So Well, hi. Are any of the people that are on the list here so that I can make sure I get to them? I know Cheryl was here. Shavita. Who else did I see? Maybe Katie? Is that Katie? Yeah, Just Kidding was here very early, so I think you should. Firefly is here and first on the list. Okay. Oh, hi, Firefly. I got your comment. I'm sorry I have not had a chance to get back to you. I was sorry to hear about the... I was sad to get that energy when I got it last time about the Ten of Swords. And I was like, oh, this is not usual energy for you. And so I was, yeah, I figured something was coming. So let's see. Firefly. Let's see. Two of Presents, which is Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is about balance. And also this one looks a little fun. It's like kind of like a surprise. Something is going to balance things out, and it's going to be kind of a fun little surprise. It might shock you. It might surprise you, not shock in a horrible way, but more in a like, oh, like a jack in the box. So that, let's see. I'm sorry, Firefly, though, but I do see that something, it could be a gift, something whimsical. It's going to surprise you. It's going to be kind of like, oh, jarring at first, but when you see it, you won't, it'll make you happy. I don't know if it'll be a huge thing, it being the Two of Pentacles, but it'll help balance out the scales a little bit, the energy. Nine of Presents, Nine of Pentacles. Oh, this is great. So you're moving from the Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever this is will help even out your energy, even out what's going on, and bring in more prosperity. It'll make things a little more whimsical. It might be there to kind of jar you out of this feeling. In moving into more the cheer and the abundance of this type of year. Whatever you believe in, even if you don't celebrate any of the major holidays, taking the time to look around and just see the beauty. And if you don't believe in Christianity, it's still beautiful to look at the trees, and there's a star on the top, and, you know, all the decorations. And if you believe in other religions, it's just beautiful to look around and see that people are trying to be a little kinder. So you got this popped out 2 times. Okay. So you got the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of potions, which is the 9 of cups. This is really great energy. This is about, you know, getting your cups. So you've got the 9 of pentacles. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what they are. 9 of pentacles and the 9 of cups. This is really great energy. What you're working on, or the surprise, or what's coming in, might have something to do with something that happened around 9/9 of this year, or 99. It's something about those numbers. Oh, and you got another 9. So there are 3 9s. 9 of candles. So this is something that you kind of put a stake in, but it's now coming into your life, and it's going to be kind of a little like, whoa, what? I wasn't expecting that. And that'll really help get you moving, and seeing how many cups you really have and how much abundance is coming in. So that was much nicer energy. So I'm glad to see that. Yeah, if you guys could please click the, there is no cost for this. If you want to get me a cup of coffee or tea or whatever, that's great. You don't have to, though. And most importantly, please click that like, and thank Speak So Well, who is my great moderator, for doing such a great job keeping the energy flowing. And, you know, I really appreciate you. So please show respect to my moderator. Thank you, because he's very helpful. Okay, so who is next? Did you say, let's see. You deserve it. Ever, love, and light. Is that who's next? Okay, let's see. Ever, love, and light. Hi, Ever, love, and light. It is nice that you are here. Elaine. Elaine. I'm really bad with names, so please don't take it personally. I'm very dyslexic. I've never been able to remember names, and I used to be a preschool teacher, so that made things really hard. I would have to just be like, oh, sweetie. Oh, yes, come here. You got karma. And I actually love this because this is the judgment card. And karma, people always think of karma as a bad thing. But imagine being one of those people who everything you do is from a light standpoint. So you're putting out energy. The only people that are afraid of karma or judgment are those that are doing things in the dark. But you're doing things in the light, and that's actually bringing beautiful karma. And you don't know about this. You don't know this is coming in. This is like kind of hidden, because you don't realize how much light you've put into the world. So it's kind of hidden behind this eclipse, but it's coming to light. You are actually receiving judgment, but judgment in your case is a good thing. You had faith with the 2 of Swords here. You had faith and you believed, and see how the moon is now showing a little more. It was just showing around the edges, and now there's a little sliver. This is that movement. Your karma is coming in because you had faith. You did the right thing. Even when it wasn't seen, you chose to make that decision and bring that into the world. Like, we are that, oh, look, here's some little fairies. See, whether you realized it or not, you thought you were being unseen. This wasn't being seen. Like, you were doing good things and being kind to people with no expectation that it would be rewarded. And that's what karma is. It's like, you're not doing things to get a result. You're doing things because it's the right thing, and that's returned to you. And there was always someone observing. They were like watching you. Your guides, God, whoever you believe in, was watching all this time and was saying, oh, no, it's coming. It'll be rewarded. And you were like, okay, I don't see anything. I feel stuck here. I'm all alone. Sometimes you felt very alone. And Okay, let's see. The Queen of Cups and the Empress. Oh, this is beautiful. So you kept putting into a cup. You kept showing love. You kept showing this kindness and this light to the world. And you were just focused on doing that. You just did it for the like I was saying, for the simple sake of being a good person, of doing right in the world, of wanting to live in a better place. And like I said, the karma is coming in for you, the Empress. Like you put all that energy and that light, and the sorry, my child is texting me, and all that energy into it, all that love into other people, and now it's manifesting in your world. You are going to, have a very, very fruitful abundance coming in. And I love that her dress is in green, because green is from the heart chakra, and we just had, and you were speaking the kindness with the blue here, through your throat chakra. And it's kind of the color I'm wearing, so that's great. Like, I feel glad that you're here. I like your energy. It makes reading fun. I mean, I'm doing this basically because I enjoy doing this. There isn't really any other alternative for me. Like, I live in my world, and people don't always want to hear these things, so I like that you guys come in and ask questions. Okay, so that was a great reading. I really enjoyed your energy. I mean, you've got a great name. It goes perfectly with what I got out of your energy. You're welcome. Keep it up. Like, the world needs people like you. Okay. I'm just waiting for Speak So Well, and I just like going through the cards, seeing what's coming through. I think, Echo, you're on the list because you've been here for a while. So I know that Just Kitten was here. Is Just Kitten, or is anybody else from the list here, or should I move on to Just Kitten? Let's go with Just Kitten. Hi, Just Kitten. Which cards do I want for you? Well, I kept picking these up, so I'm going to go with these. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, it just kept wanting to come out. So I did shuffle these, but you got the Nine of Cups as well. And this is what I see is you have a lot of abundance. You've worked on things, and so now you have all these different go-tos. Like you can pull down an experience, and you fine-tuned it. It's like perfume. It's like this special sense you can put on. You can like put a new vibration into the world. Like being around you, you're like, oh, for this situation, this is the best one. Let's see. And then you got the Eight of Presents, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you've put a lot of work into this. You've put a lot of work into honing like you've taken all your experiences, and you're like, okay, I could see this as a bad thing, but what is the essence of it? What was I supposed to learn? And you kind of alchemized it into these different ways of being. So when you bring them into the world, people are like, whoa, that is just what I needed. That is just the right potion, the right formula at this point. It could be a thought. It could be an idea. It could be just, saying the right thing to that person, but it really is bringing in, a lot of abundance to you. I'm getting a lot from this collective that you guys are putting so much into the world. You've been doing it no matter if the world was giving back to you or if it was giving you a flaming pile of dog poop. Like, that's what I also get here. You were like, oh God, what is in this gift? What is it going to be this time? Now, what do I have to deal with and, like come up with a solution for? But this time it's something good. It's something good. You can expect now to receive all this energy that you've been putting out. Call your energy back if you're not feeling like that, because I see corks on all these. So uncorking that and calling your energy back to you is very important, and it'll bring in abundance. It'll bring in something you weren't expecting. It's not going to be the same crud that you've been probably getting. Let's see if I get anything else. Oh yeah, so you went to 8 of Presents, to which is Pentacles, to the 10 of Pentacles. And this is, like I said, you're not going to be expecting this. But what I need you to do is stop limiting your energy, call it back. It's your energy. If it's feeling like you're depleted, it's because your energy is out there fueling other people, and it's yours. So you're just saying, I would like my gifts back. And that there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, yeah, because you asked a question with the 2 of Candles here. That's the 2 of Wands. You were like, what is going on? I just feel like I'm this little candle and I can't light this entire area by myself. And it's saying, yeah, you can't. But what you can do is light your entire area with that candles. If you put those candles in one of these jars, you'll create a lamp. So you've got to expand your energy and bring it back. And then you got the Ace of Needles, which is the Ace of Swords. And you know the truth. You know the truth that you've put stuff out there, and you deserve to have it back. Like, who is pulling on your energy? I feel like the strong, you might need to go in and excavate and really get down to, and get that those roots, those cords that are there out, because they don't, it's limiting your expansion. So that's what I got for you. And I love everybody's energy today. I'm in like such a great mood. I have, whoever was here at the beginning heard me, but I've been listening to Mr. Rogers' intro and just being, you know, I'm remembering why I'm doing this. Like, I did this because I wanted a place where people could go, because I felt so alone a lot of the time. I felt like I couldn't talk to other people about what I was experiencing, that I was judged, that I was told telling the truth was a bad thing, when in reality, there are plenty of people who share that belief. Okay, so who is next? I'm really enjoying that deck, so I might just shuffle it some more. Who is next? There's always a delay, so sometimes I don't get to your, you know, there's connection issues. So is it Katin or Katin? I just want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Okay. Katin. Katin. It's you. I'm already getting some good cards. I just want to see where this is going. Okay. So you got the Lovers, and this is Jack and Sally. So around this time of year, I like to use this deck. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And I love this story because, you know, Jack ended up thinking he was making things the best way when he was really creating a nightmare. And sometimes we turn our love relationship into a nightmare situation when we don't realize that we need to focus on the simplicity, the very essence of it. What am I trying to say? Like, past things and our ideas of what love are may be getting in the way of us clearly seeing that love is pointing directly at the person that we wouldn't expect. They think they need to be a certain way. You think they need to be a certain way, but they don't. And here's the Page of Potions. This is the Page of Cups. And this is like, this, I don't know who this person is, but they feel very drawn to you. They want to, you know, like, they're thinking of ways to engage your energy and get your attention. This person may be bald. I don't know if that means anything. I'm just getting that from the moon here, from Jack, and from this little boy. But it could be more that they're bare. Like, they don't know the ins and outs. They think that they have to be a certain way to get your attention, when in fact, you may not be seeing that. So that they want it so much that they're like, oh, I'm going to focus on this. I mean, this is like a love potion. And then there's the Three of Potions. So they think they have to put on different hats to be. Maybe that's why I'm getting bald, because it's like, it's more changing who they are, putting on a different hat, trying to get your attention. And like I said, this doesn't have to be, I always say this, it does not have to be romantic love. This could be a friend. This could be someone in your family. This could be someone who just really, really thinks you're cool. They think you're really interesting, different, and they want your attention. But they do feel like they have to put on different hats. Because they think that you might not like them because they're a little different. There's this Judgment card and the Tower. Oh, he is basically bald. That's okay. I didn't even see. I'm so sorry. I've been so into the reading. I didn't see you were commenting. So that's so funny. So he's basically bald. Okay. Yeah. And so maybe he's self-conscious about that. Maybe he wears hats. Because I'm getting that. It's just like, oh, okay, well, I want to look a certain way. This is interesting. See, Judgment here has two X's, and over his eyes are two X's. So maybe he thinks that you find issue with that, his baldness, and like that it's, if he can kind of cover it up and, like distract away from that he'll get your attention. Because yeah, I feel like, this whole thing kind of is like about, this judgment this person has and thinks they need to be somebody they're not. Just like Jack did, I'm going to be Santa Claus, and this is what Santa Claus means. And he created a nightmare out of it because he wasn't being himself. So maybe this person just needs a little reassurance. Yeah, that's awesome. So give him some compliments. He's very judgmental. He's very judgmental of himself. He thinks that, you couldn't possibly love him as much as he loves you, or cares about you as much as he cares about you. So he's like, oh God, what can I do? And this is creating kind of a tower within this person. So give this, like as many judgments as this person has, you can give them compliments. And it's just like, oh, wow, look at you. I like your energy. I like what you're doing. And it really helps people. It really helps people feel, that people are so insecure and they feel like everyone is judging them as much as they're judging themselves. And usually we're not. Usually we're so concerned about our own image and our own issues that we're not even focusing on other people's insecurities. But, it does help. Okay, so who is next? Who is next? So I don't know if that was helpful, but it was interesting. I love as I get to know you guys a little more. Radhika. Okay. Is that person on the list? Yes. Okay. Radhika. Okay. Let's see. What cards? I'm going to use these. I've been getting these all day, and so I wasn't going to even use these cards, but I just kept getting called to pull them out. They're very bright and colorful. Let's see. So if you guys could press that little like button, it really helps get the channel out there, and that helps me get more people doing readings. It's fun. Okay, you got the Hierophant. And so this is about the way things should be. It's number 5, It's about change. It's so, to me, it feels like a change in the way you're seeing things. A change, like officials usually are very drab looking, but in some cultures, they're very bright and colorful. So it's a change in the way you're seeing a certain way of doing things. So let's get some more clarity. Yay, good job keeping up the compliments. Yeah, it really does help. People are way more insecure and than we realize. They could use that. Thank you, DJ Crystal Love. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the Knight of Pentacles. I see right here the Hierophant has a little teeny ball, and over here it's really big and bright. And so this is saying this structure, this idea, this way of doing something is going to grow and expand, and it's going to be successful. I don't know what you're working on because I haven't gotten any clarity on that, but it's a good sign. Let's see. I'm just going to see if... Hi, Alley Cat. The Knight, the Page of Swords. Okay, so I always like this because, see, there's the little ball again. So some kind of information about a project, an idea that you have is taking root and growing and expanding. It's doing it slowly though. So this is something you're gonna have to keep working on and fine tuning. You might need to consult with somebody that has knowledge of that in that area and kind of adjust your way of thinking and as the information comes in. As the information comes in, you're going to adjust, kind of like a flow chart. So it's like, well, this happened and now it changes the branches. So focusing on that and doing that in a slow, methodical way will lead to success. It's assured success if you take in new information and then apply it and then change the way you're doing things, the course, and then adjust accordingly. So like if you were baking, and you're like putting in different different ingredients and different quantities of those ingredients. And each time you're perfecting the recipe, you're making it a little better and a little better to the right consistency. And as you keep working, you keep on taking more information. You learn more about different baking components. And I'm using this as an example because baking is chemistry. So using those different formulas to adjust, it takes time, but eventually you will have a great product and it will grow. Like, see, the balls are very little and they're growing into something physical in the 3D world. Yay, that's great. I'm glad. Should be scary. I don't mind. So the energy is great in here. It's so great to see you guys. Okay, so Alley Cat is next, correct? Is Alley Cat next? I'm enjoying these cards so much. I don't want to change decks. I usually have Alley Cat is next. Oh, and if you haven't, I'm getting thirsty, you guys. So if you haven't today, please drink some water, drink whatever you're drinking, drink some tea. It's important to stay hydrated. Remember, we're going on a lot of spiritual journeys right now. We're doing a lot of spiritual work, and that is exhausting. And it's fun, but we can be exhausted and feel like we need to really focus on our health and our nutrition, our sleep hygiene. It's something I've really been focusing on this week. I'm an insomniac, and so even if I can't sleep, I will lay there and rest. I will lay there and meditate. I will lay there, and even if I got no sleep the night before, I still feel a sense of rest. So you got the Ace of Swords. Okay, So like I was talking about, kind of like something to do with, let's see. I find this interesting. So her finger is going like this. So, come here. I have something to share with you. Something that you need to know. This to me kind of looks like the spine, and here's the crown chakra. So, come here. I need to tell you something. You got to listen. But it's going to be something soft and quiet. This message with the wings here, I see it might be even something that, like I was talking about. So not only taking care of your health and stuff, have you been out in nature? The whisper of the wind when you're sitting there is going to give you a message. Oh, wow, this is great. And this is a big message because this is going to help you become the magician. You've been doing a lot of work. You've been doing a lot of introspection. And see, once this comes in, here's the sword. And the crown in this situation is the infinity sign. And so we have 1 and 1 too, 11. So these are very strong numbers. This is like a life path direction. So take the time, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're protecting your crown chakra when you're sleeping. That's very important. I don't think people realize it. It's like we're very vulnerable. If we've been doing all this work, if we've been doing all this meditation work and opening ourselves up to the universe, what happens when you sleep? It's unprotected. So I imagine a blanket of soft moss over my crown chakra when I'm sleeping, so that I can just feel that, it's hidden. You guys are bright lights. Look at this gold here. Your crown chakras are like, okay, if you look down at the planet, see here, like this is like a planet. If you look down at the planet from the satellites, you will see all these lights. That is kind of what we are when we're sleeping. We are these lights, and they're attracted. Of course, things are attracted to light because it's like, oh, now I can see. So protect your crown chakra when you're sleeping. It's very important because you're doing a lot of work while you're sleeping. You're doing a lot of alchemizing, a lot of spirit work that you don't have to do in the 3D if you do it in the astral. But it is a lot of work and you need to protect your crown. So doing some of that crown work is really important for you to manifest. Yes, extra grounding, because you see, she's standing on the pinnacle, the earth. So yes, staying grounded. And then, I see this as like the solar plexus. It's like, come here, I have something to tell you. It's got to be grounded all the way through. You have to be balanced. Yes, headaches. Yeah. Yeah, definitely before you go to bed, like just think of it as just something like if you were in the woods and you had to put something over you to keep you protected from the elements. We are going out in the world, whether we realize it or not when we're sleeping. I mean, our souls, our body, our etheric bodies have a lot of expansion. Our energy is huge. And so when we go to sleep, it doesn't just stay within us. It's now unbound by our bodies. Yes, extra grounding. Yeah. Okay. Who is next? Yay, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? How are you doing? I'm in such a good mood. I'm so happy to do this today. I was so looking forward to it. I've been like singing all day and having a great time and just enjoying the day. It's rainy. It's so funny. But, I like the rain because I love rainbows and we've gotten a lot of them here. I live on the second level of a Victorian. And so we are very high up and it's really cool to see all the skies and the clouds. Okay. You got the 5 of presents. Here, I'm going to keep shuffling them. Oh, I'm so glad, Cheryl. I'm so glad you're here. And Alley Cat. Oh, of course. Yeah, I liked your energy. It was a good reminder to myself, too. Like we're doing a lot of work here. Okay. Okay, this is better, Cheryl. The King of Presents, the King of Pentacles. Ooh, it's Jack as Santa Claus. That's interesting. Let's see what clarity we get. Because Jack's idea of Christmas is a little weird. So somebody might have some weird ideas around you. A tarot reading is basically me coming here and telling a story. My guides like me to use lots of different decks because I have apparently very wordy guides. They like lots of descriptions. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else you get. Cheryl. 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 Okay. Okay. Interesting. It's kind of going along with what I keep getting. Oh, and these just shot out. Okay, this is better than I thought it was. Okay. So, like I said, you got the King of Pentacles. And in this card, I'm getting that there's a gift someone is giving you. It could just be like, I don't know. Sometimes we get gifts and we don't want them. The person thinks they're, oh, thank you, Cheryl. The person thinks that they are, the person thinks they're giving you something great. They're like, oh, yes, this is a wonderful gift. This is so great. And you're like, no, I don't want that gift. You can keep the gift. Please don't give me your gift. I don't want that. It is not my idea of a gift. It actually makes you feel like, why would you give me this gift? With the death card here, you're like, that is so not helpful. And sometimes what I'm talking about as a gift can be like advice. It can be things that that you just don't want. Like I used to collect hippos. Now I collect koalas. I seem to like gray a lot. But I got this god-awful, I mean, it was awful, hippo cookie jar from my mother-in-law at the time. And it was the most ugly thing, but she would come to my house on a regular basis. So I had to put this ugly thing. I mean, the top fell off. I had to glue it back on. It was just god-awful. And I wish now, in retrospect, I said, oh, thank you so much, and not put that out. So what I see is you kind of putting an end to the expectation that you're going to take someone's gift and appreciate it and value it, even though you don't want it, even though it makes you unhappy. You're refusing to display or react or take in someone's gift. You're saying, no, I don't want that. And I'm not willing to do that anymore. I'm not willing to just suppress my feelings like you used to, like, because I see the moon card here, that like putting your feelings back and, you know, just do what you want me to do because you want to give me this. Because then the Fool card came out. And I love this because you're like, no, I choose not to do that anymore. I choose to go through my own gate, through my own path in life. I'm not doing that anymore. See, like you left the cemetery of this like expectations and you're going out into the world as the Fool. You're like, nope, I'm just going my own direction. And then you got the 9 of candles, the 9 of wands. You're sticking by this. And I see this in the background, this like these flames. You're like, no, I am standing my ground on this. You don't have to get into an argument with somebody. You just don't have to conform to their rules. And this is changing your whole wheel of fortune. This is moving everything in a different direction. Like you are staying out of hiding things and being true to yourself with the Fool. And that's changing your wheel of fortune, because when we change resonance, when we decide to stick by ourselves and what we truly drives us, empowers us, and what our light is, we can't help but change the wheel of fortune. It's our frequency. So I think that's great. Way to go. That's a hard thing to do. People hate it when they're like, oh, here you go. Isn't this a great gift? And you're like, no, it's not really. And you know, it's not a great gift, but they know, like you're putting aside being super nice to people just for the sake of, you know, putting their feelings first. You're putting yourself first. You're leaving that graveyard. Yeah, that's great. Yay. Yes. I say that all the time. Yay, yay, yay. It's so much fun. Okay. Echo is next. Great. Hey, Echo. Like I said, I got, I wish I had cards that resonate with that imagery. Let's see. I'm just really liking these cards. Sorry. We're going to just shuffle because I got out. Let's see. Today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decks I prepared. And I seem to only want to use 2 of them. And the 10th deck I brought out was purely by chance today. The Egg Cult. Jack Sparrow. Wow. I met Jack Sparrow in the, it wasn't St. Thomas. It was St. Thomas in Charlotte, the capital, the city. Charlotte, yes, St. Thomas. Yeah, there was a person there. He was better than Johnny Depp. It was crazy. I was like, what? Yes, Charlotte Amelie. St. Thomas, the water there is life-giving. Like, I really think, oh, like I got this quarter at the beginning, and it says, I found it right before the reading, and it says, River of No Return. Yeah, the water, it's all connected. All the water, it circulates. All the water that has been is always been here. It just keeps recirculating. So it has a memory. It has a resonance. So water may be very important to you. And then we have the sun. And I was talking about St. Thomas, that heat. It has a different heat. Like the person I went with got really badly sunburned and doesn't normally sunburn like that. So it was like bad. I got sunburns to the point where I couldn't sit down. It was just so bad. But it was incredibly revitalizing, like honoring that sun. I mean, honoring the heat. And I think that's what I'm getting here. Honoring your life force. You may have been downplaying or protecting others from your light. But this is here because it's telling you they need to put on protection. You need to stop dimming your light. If they get burned by the light that you are, then that's on them. Because you dimming your light is taking that away from the world. It needs your healing energy. So let's see what else we get. Oh, and I love this. The lights, rays are little hearts. And at the beginning of the reading, we got egotism, and it has the sun. And this is very interesting because people see you shining bright and showing who you truly are as egocentric, but it's not. It's actually like, see here, it's your vision. The sun is in here. Your vision is coming forward. You are this vision card. You are this visual energy. You're like, whoa. I mean, you going by the name Echo is interesting because I see this like these light rays kind of echoing against things as they hit other people who are not willing to see the light. They get angry that you're exposing their shadow, and so they want to cast shade on you, and you're like too bright for that. Use your instincts and protect your crown. Again, we got crown here. So making sure that you're really protecting that. And one thing that my teacher has taught me is creating a golden sun of all the energy that was out, calling it back and creating a golden sun over your crown chakra, and then bringing it down into your aura. This really helps you, not have to just always create new energy, like call it back. You don't have to do a lot of work. It's not about effort. It's about intention. Emily. That's a pretty name. Keeping water by my bed every night. I was told it helps with negative astral. It does. And you know what also helps? Because for some reason, with the chicken here, so I put an egg next to my bed, a raw egg. And I just said, any negative energy goes to that egg. And then I cracked it after, I think it was a few days, and got rid of it. And that really helped me. Like, eggs are very absorbent, and with the chicken here, the sun is kind of reminiscing of the egg yolk. So in eating kind of yellow or orange foods might be good for right now. Bring in that. Yes, eggs are, yep, egg cult. They are very useful. 5 of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So I think people, like, here we have the sun, we have this bright energy, but here we have this very, you know, clouded over, like it's almost like you're removed from the earth, because this is the earth as I see it, and this person is away from it. Oh my gosh, oh, I get it. Okay, so the sun is outside of the earth. You are kind of feeling disconnected from those around you, because as you shine brighter, you realize that there are relationships, there are things that will grow, but there are others that have to go. Grow or go. Like, I think that's where you are. You are the sun. So you're saying you either got to grow or you got to go, because you're going to get burnt. And you're not trying to hurt anyone. You're just trying to be your authentic self. Oh, that made me a little sad. Vitamin C, yes. Okay. Let me see if there's one more card that might give me some information. Let's see. Oh, like here, we were talking about eggs. And this is, I know, like a little tablet, but it looks like an egg, and it's got all these hieroglyphics and pictures on it. So there's something about eggs. There's something about the core. You're growing from something. You are hatching. You are coming forward. You are bringing something to life. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And you're moving away from things that don't serve you. Yeah. I mean, like we were talking about, this might be painful, but you got to shine bright. Like I said, grow or go. Yep. And, you know, some things have to go. And sometimes you have to go and leave a situation, leave relationships, leave dynamics that don't serve you, because they're dimming your light. Okay. Okay, who's next? You're welcome. I hope that was helpful. It was more abstract, but sometimes what we're dealing with is on a much higher level than we could ever imagine. We ask about relationships we're in, or, you know, about money, but it's like we're missing the bigger perspective of being outside. And like that card where it looked like the earth was outside of you, like you were on a different planet. You're seeing things from a different perspective, and that's causing you a little bit of pain. But you'll figure it out. You have faith. You'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay, who is next? Oh, thank you for helping. I really appreciate that. I'm going to spell your name because I'm very bad with phonics. Alekehya. Oh, thank you. I'm having a great day. It is rainy and cloudy, and I'm loving just the energy. I'm feeling the 12/12 portal. I've been working on stuff for months, and it's really paying off, and you guys are a huge part of that. Like, I love being here. Like I said, I don't do these for money, but if you wanted to buy me a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, which I have both over here. I love drinks. I have a smoothie over here. I have all sorts of stuff. I need to create a like cup holder so I can carry all my cups. So you got the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is about something coming in. It could be a message. It could be just something moving very quickly. Thank you so much. You know, It's fun doing these because you guys have great energy. You know, I just really enjoy it. It makes me feel excited. Honestly, I'd probably do these every day if I could, because they're so much fun. So the Eight of Wands and then the Ace of Cups. Ooh, that's exciting. Something is coming in. Excuse me. Something is coming in. It's like some kind of nugget of truth, a blessing. Oh, a blessing is coming in, and your cup is going to overflow. So this could be within the next 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. It could have been being worked on for the last 8 years. It could be anything. It could have started in August. Wait, yeah, August, around the 8-8 portal. I mean, we're at the 12-12 portal. So this is like 8-8 portal was this like fiery energy. It was Leo. It was like, it was an 8-8 portal, which doesn't happen very often. The last time it happened was 2015. And so there was a lot of energy that came in August. And this energy might be finally paying off for a lot of us because the 12-12 portal is kind of the ending. We're in December, and at least where I live in the United States, that's winter for us. And it's right before all the celebrations and stuff, and we're going into the new year very soon. So there's a blessing coming in, and it's been in the works for quite a while. You've been working, oh wow, you've been working on your, well, that's great. So it's coming, I see it, yeah, it's coming in. You're going to have overflowing success. It's going to be a blessing. I love this. Like I said, Knight of Cups energy here. I told you it's coming in. Like this is really coming in. It's like, it's going to feel liberating. You know, horses have that energy of liberation, of moving. Like you've been doing all this work and now it's moving forward. It's moving forward very quickly. It may have seemed like it was going to take forever and it was never going to come in, but like here with the symmetry here, it was like now everything came together. It took time for it all to grow and attach together to create this abundance. And I kind of see that as like the world. The world has this circular kind of ivy around it, and then and the infinity. So it's like coming full circle, and it's coming into the world, and it's going to be a great success. Like, you know, you put a lot of work into it. Look at all this ground you've covered. That's great. So keep that up. Let's see. Oh, Allie, you should totally just practice because the cards mean, yeah, you can learn a structured way of reading tarot, but tarot, think about creating a story. Practice telling stories with them. Take the cards and go like this. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Wow, success is coming in. Look at the picture and be like, there's a castle, there's a house in the background. This person is very old, so they have a lot of abundance, lifelong abundance. It's going to go on for a long time. Like, okay. And then the Emperor. Oh, wow. There's two older people here. You will work and have lots of success and live to a long age. I mean, it really is the story that comes up to you. Learn the basics, but a thing that I learned about reading tarot is learning the tarot story about, you know, how the Fool is the one going on the journey to the Magician, to the High Priestess, to the Empress, and each thing, each step, each card in the Major Arcana is a step in the Fool's journey and what is going on in that story. And so, and then just turning it into how you perceive the energy, like making sure you're very grounded and that you're reading from a place of, not about yourself, like not putting your own opinion into it, but like, what am I feeling? What is this conveying in this moment? Not what I think it should be, but what I feel it is. Not everybody agrees with that. Some people are very strict about how they read tarot, but you could get AI to do that. I mean, like AI has all the answers, knows exactly what each card means, the context, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't have that essence of a person's personal experience and how they perceive the world. Okay. Shivani, oh, you were on here, and you were, oh, is that Shavita? No, that's Shivani is a different person. Okay. So, Shivani, let's see. I've been doing these cards the whole time. They're just so much fun. Let's see. And finding a tarot deck that really works for you is really important. I got a lot of different tarot decks, and some of them I just don't like the feel of. Some of them, the pictures don't resonate to me. Some of them are too, the cards just feel yucky. You know, it's just like you have to get comfortable with your implements. Like, I'm actually an intuitive reader. I could do this. I read people's energy and without cards. But the cards add a level of connectivity. So like when you're telling a story to children, like I used to be a preschool teacher and make up stories. And it resonates differently because images resonate differently to people than they do to you. So sometimes you're just pulling cards and you're like, oh, I don't know what this means to me. I mean, to you, but it means this to me. Okay. Okay, I'm not feeling that deck anymore. At least not for you. Oh, you are Shavita. Okay, okay. Then you asked about finances. So I'm going to see which deck I get more of energy for that reading. Yeah, I would do a meditation. I'm sorry, I'm reading Allie. I would do a meditation and ground yourself. Make sure that you turn down your lower chakras before you do any reading. Your lower 3 chakras down to 10, 10, and 70. And then make sure you have a grounding cord. Make sure that you're in a bubble. And because our self-doubt can interfere with the transmission. So they've shown that like the we're kind of like antennas. So if we're focused too much on our root chakra, our who we are, our self-doubts, the things we've been taught, or our emotions and our sacral chakra, or in our own manifestations, we're not going to get a clear transmission. So focusing first on your meditation practice is extremely important, and focusing on like removing yourself from your psychic abilities. Hi. New subscribers. Welcome. Okay. Let's see. What's your finances? Strength, Fool, and 10 of Pentacles. Okay, well, you asked about finances, and that's what I got here. So this is really great. So what I see is you're going to, if you want to improve your finances, if you want to create the 10 of Pentacles, this energy of wealth and affluence, of generational wealth, because I get here, this is like a whole bunch of generations. There are people living together. There are people in this kind of very luxurious environment. They have, art on the wall. It's the pentacles, but it's very like, that black and white art of, high-end art galleries. And you're going to have the strength to kind of go with your own instincts, with what you want to manifest from a place of what resonates with you. If you play too small or play too safe, you're not going to reach this level. You have to kind of stride for the unlimited, going, oh, I want to make this amount of money, or I want to, manifest this exactly, and I'm going to do it this way, and this technique, and this, like on YouTube, algorithm. It doesn't work. Like there's like the videos that are talking about how to improve your algorithm and stuff like that are getting views because people, they don't work. The algorithm doesn't work. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. I've talked to many people on here. So what you're doing, the venture you're doing, needs to be from a very, like here, like these two O's to me look like the infinity sign. And this is kind of expanding your horizons, the way you see things, the way you intake information, the way you put it out into the world in a very non-structured way. If you want to create wealth, you're going to have to put yourself out there and have the courage to be yourself, to show the world your way of doing things and not be worried about how you're going to be judged by that. So that was a very clear financial message to me. And then I just picked up the deck in the middle, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is about success, but it's going to take work. It's going to take a while. It's going to mean that you've got to, you know, put in the time, put in the effort, and have the courage to sometimes take risks. This is like a take a risk card. So be smart about it, of course, take educated risks, but having the courage to take that leap into something that you might not feel comfortable. You might have to give up something that you see as a sure thing, a steady thing. But in order to create the Ten of Pentacles, sometimes you have to take a leap. Okay. Anita. Anita is next. Okay, let's see. Anita. Let's see. Which cards do I want to use for you? Ooh, okay. That came out quick. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about something from the past. It could be remembering something. It could be a relationship. Oh, thank you so much. It could be about something that, like to me, this looks like an ice cream cone. I don't know if that's significant, but you're welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you guys. Like I said, I just enjoy doing this, you know, but I do love tea and coffee. So you can help fuel my habit if you want. Page of Wands. Okay. Like again, so, okay. Something from your childhood, Anita. This is for you. Something from your childhood, a memory, a special connection. Yeah, I see a special connection, a bonding experience. Hi, Betty Boop. No, it's not collective at this point. I do a collective reading at the very beginning, and then I kind of touch on it, but then I do draw cards. Sometimes I'll do a collective reading, sure, but this is fun for me. And this connection, as you've grown older, as you've gone into the world alone, you hold on to that, and it's helping something grow. It's helping something come, you know, like manifest. Like I see here, you were past something, you were given something, you were given this special bond, and now you're taking it into the world. This is like, there's nothing out here, right? Except mountains, and within those mountains, there's memories. But you're going out into the world, and you're growing something from your past. I see a lot of symmetry here between these two cards. The Magician. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. In all three of these cards, someone is holding something. It goes from growing something that, okay, I want to get some information there. So this, I got a card yesterday when I was doing a reading about the liminal. So the connection you had was about something spiritual. It was a divine connection. I don't get that it was romantic at all. This is when you were younger. But this person shared a spiritual connection with you. It's something that as you grew older, you focused on and started to grow into the world, into your own life. And it was just a little like sapling. It was just this one little sapling, but you were taking care of it, you were honing it. And now you're showing up as a magician surrounded by foliage, creating into the world. So you really took this person, I don't even know if they're here anymore, but they gave you the essence of what you follow now, you the way you are in the world, and you're bringing that forward and creating into the world. It's manifesting. Let me get a little clarity on what you're manifesting, and I'll see. Oh my gosh! But see, look, I just got to show you. In the first card you got was with these cups. Now you have it here. So like I said, you pulled everything together and are creating. But I want a little clarity on this card. The King of Wands. So you went from the Page of Wands to the King of Wands. So you're like the Magician and the King of Wands. These are really great energies. This is like passion and fire. And you took those, you took the source, you took this essence of what someone passed you. And they passed the cup to you, the chalice, it could have been a religious ceremony, but someone very important to you that had an impact on who you are today. You grew that and nurtured that, and you're coming up and showing up in the world as the King of Wands, you know, just really solid, really passionate, and the Magician. These are great cards together. I mean, keep this up because, like I've been telling everybody today, there's a lot of energy out there, so making sure that you are protecting your crown chakra. Really do, when you go to sleep, make sure that you put a little moss covering over your crown chakra, and so that while you're sleeping, that you're the only one who has access to that light. Okay, I'm sorry, who is next again? Let's see. I saw that you wrote, oh, here, Allie. Allie is next. Allie. Hi, Allie. I think I'm going to use these cards. I like these cards a lot. I think they're very positive. And that's a good way to get started on tarot too. Get a deck like this that has a description, because then you can start associating the message with the picture if you're struggling to put words to it. And also get one that's very positive. I forget what this is called, but this is the picture of it, and it's a very positive deck. And it doesn't have pentacles, swords, cups, and wands. It uses different elements, like winter, like the different seasons. So that might help you solidify what that means to you. Like if you think of summer, you're like, oh, emotions and joy and happiness. And spring is that wand, that little sapling that grows, that comes forward, and that fire. Now it's coming forward. And then swords are winter. And what's the last one? Oh, and autumn is pentacles. So sometimes that really helps. So you got the sun. Oh my gosh, this is a different deck too. So the sun card is all about celebration. I like this one. This one's a little different. He's an adult, but he's a fairy. He, she, it doesn't matter. And a unicorn. So this uniqueness, this light that's coming forward. And the trumpet. So it's like this angel fairy sort of, you know, sounding the trumpet that something is coming forward. Celebration. I also see the trumpet as kind of in the judgment card, but I don't think of that as a bad thing. You're kind of calling judgment because you are in the light. Okay. And you got justice. And so it's got that infinity. And often the sun card has that infinity too. It's that heat. Justice is about telling the truth. Is about speaking your truth, about not hiding in the shadows, about not softening things for people who say they can't handle it. Like I told someone else who got the sun, it is not your job to protect people from your light. That isn't a thing. We expect others to protect themselves from the sun, but we're expecting, ourselves to protect. That's like asking the sun to protect us from its rays so we don't get burnt. No, that's our responsibility. So don't dim your light, like call judgment. I know this isn't the judgment card, but like the justice is coming in because it's the truth. So you're dimming your light. So self-doubt is something we're taught. And when we're taught that, it's to keep us under control. Because the more we do the work for other people, the more they don't have to. So like if you're keeping yourself in self-doubt, if you don't just believe in yourself, like you are you know it's true. You're calling judgment on that. You're calling justice. You're like, no, justice needs to be for me too. It's not just for others. So, and you got 2 major arcana. That's really great energy. So, it's okay to feel good about yourself. And people who are trying to make you feel that way, or like, oh, you think you're so special. Oh, what gives you the right to tell me what, every right is there because it's your voice. Use your voice. Trumpet that. I mean, here's the trumpet. Trumpets are loud. You're calling in justice. And then you got the Princess of Autumn. And so this is the Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. This is like about educating yourself. So maybe part of the reason you don't feel as sure is because you feel like you have to know things. You have to know a certain amount of information in order to be useful. I'm going to tell you this. I started doing this when I was 12 years old by chance at a street fair. I didn't have any tarot cards. I just touched people and told them what I saw. And, that was scary to a lot of people. So they wanted to kind of shut me up. And I thought I needed to know all this stuff. I needed to know all these, like every meaning of every rune, every sign, every, position of the astrology chart in order to do this. But what I'm realizing is you don't need that. That's a projection put on you. You have learned enough because you've lived your life. Your life experiences are actually where your gift lies. So believe in yourself because, you're showing up as the sun. That's an incredibly powerful card. And I'm sorry if you responded. I trouble with throat chakra, since I often worry if I say something that will come off as wrong. Don't worry about that. That's effort. So when you're doing this, you have to just be like, I don't know if this makes any sense to you, because it might not make any sense to you. You're trying to rationalize what you're getting. The downloads you're trying to get, the downloads you're getting, you're trying to make sense of them. They make no sense to you, but you say them to someone else and they're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Wow. I've done that many times. I'm going like, I have no idea what this means, but it means something to someone else. Just think of it as a story. Like every story isn't going to resonate with someone. But enough stories do, and that's how they become passed down, because it resonated at a level. It doesn't have to be exact. It just has to resonate. Okay. Sorry. Who is next? I talked for a long time. Let's see. There was one more person on that list. Just have faith, Allie. Have faith in yourself. You're showing up as the sun. You have that light. So just believe in your light. If you believe in nothing else, you're just going to need to practice to trust yourself. Just like riding a bike. We don't get on a bike. The first time I got on a bike, oh my gosh. Like my dad made me this really cool. He's a car painter, and he painted my bike. It was really cool. And I went out there, and this is like in the early 80s. And so there's no chain guard. And I'm riding my bike, and I'm so excited, and I'm hauling butt. And then all of a sudden, I'm on the ground screaming. I've got chain marks on my leg. I was messed up. But it took practice. I had to get back on that bike. my dad was like, nope, you are getting back on that bike. I was crying. I was like, he's like, nope, you're riding that bike home. And I was only like 5 years old. But, you know, I learned that you don't give up because something's painful or hard or you fall off. And you get back up and you keep trying. And it hurts. It sometimes hurts really bad. Like doing sports hurts. You're going to screw up. You're going to mess up. But just keep practicing. Build up your psychic calluses. Okay. Sorry, who's next? Okay. Oh, thank you. Speak so well. Thank you for everything. Speak so well. Please give a big thanks to the moderator. Speak so well. It's really helpful and keeps the energy flowing. And please press the like button. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Speak so well. Miranda Kate. Miranda Kate. Let's see what your energy is, Miranda Kate. And when I split the deck, I got the Moon and the Queen of Swords. Something is coming to light out of it wasn't known, and now it's coming to light. You should blush, Speak so well. I really appreciate your help. Six of Pentacles. Something is coming to light. It's being brought forward. The scales are being balanced. What? Okay. Whoa. Six of Wands shot out. And Six of Wands is about victory, about success. Ooh, what exactly is going on with you, Miranda Kate? Like something is coming out here and it's going to right the scales. And see, when we got the Queen of Swords, there was that little bird. There's a little bird right here. It's golden though. So, wow. Okay, 2 6s in a row. That's a lot of Oh, and the Moon just shot out again. Huh, what is this? Like, oh, I might not be able to tell you because, like, oh, look at this. So this Moon card the Moon card isn't always like this. But see how there's scales right here? And there are 2 of everything. There are 2 balanced energies, 2 hands up. So that's very interesting. Whatever's coming to light, whatever was hidden that is coming to light is going to be very balanced. Like maybe the energy hasn't been very balanced. And it's going to cause celebration. Whatever is being brought forward is cause for celebration. But I might not be able to get much. Oh, okay. The Star. Wow. Okay, wow. I'm interested to find out what this is. You got the Moon and the Star. So the Moon and the stars are coming to you. Wow. That's pretty awesome. So let me see if I get anything else. Whoa, okay. Temperance. Jeez. There are a lot of pictures of water being poured here. There is a lot of water energy here. Wow. This is the Temperance, the Star, the Moon, 6 of Wands, and 6 of Pentacles. I mean, what in the world are you working on? Whatever it is, keep it up. Like the Temperance energy, keep it up. Keep everything balanced, like I was talking about. The 6 of Pentacles here has a scale. The Moon card has that equal energy, and Temperance is all about keeping everything balanced. So whatever you're working on is going to be very successful, and as long as you stay balanced. Like here, she's got her eyes closed, so meditating. I'm getting that so much today. Keeping yourself grounded, keeping your I see that this is very important. Keeping your emotions grounded, like balanced. Whatever is going to come to light requires you to stay calm, because it is going to be exciting. It is going to be a cause for celebration, but keep your energy balanced the way it has been as you've been creating this, because you have to keep that energy to keep it flowing. You have to keep that Temperance energy, that balanced energy going. So, wow. Yes, I got a new one. It's an astronaut Cabbage Patch doll. It was a gift from from a very special person. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen an astronaut Cabbage Patch doll. So I hope that was helpful. Okay, who is next? Let's see, who is, did Soursop Juice leave? Or are they still here? Oh, and this, I just split it to put all the cards back in, and this is about a foundation, and it's also a celebration. So, like I said, keep things balanced, because what's coming in for you is going to be really exciting. I'm curious to know what it is. Betty Boop. Hey, Betty Boop, how are you? Let's see, what cards do I want to use for you? I'll go with these. These cards, Betty Boop. You're welcome, Allie. Good luck with everything. Please let me know how it's going. And if, you know, reach out if you want to connect about reading tarot and stuff. Okay, so let's see. Sorry. Let me just see. Okay, Betty, you got the Six of Swords. This is about moving away, moving into smooth waters, a better horizon. And I see the dragonflies on this. You're moving in a way that isn't as predictable. You're moving in a very, you know, dragonflies on a moment's notice, you know, like they can change direction and they can zigzag, they can hover in the air. They're really cool. And that's why you're able to move into calmer waters and to smoother, into better situations very easily, because you're willing to change your direction. Let's see. Let's see. What else is going to come out? It doesn't want to tell me. Oh, here we go. The World. Thank you. That's not very helpful. So you're moving to a better shore, and the world, you know, it's going to be improved. So, like, being very adaptable. What I get about this is, here we have, it looks like maybe a hawk, and that, again, that movement of being very high up, being able to dive down. So your ability to adapt to situations, because we have different situations on this World card. So being able to adapt and change in your direction is where your strength lies. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, more earth energy. So I find this really interesting. So, like, you are moving into a much more comfortable situation because you're not holding on to how you do it. You're just like, okay, I'm now going to go this way. I know I had this plan, but that plan is not working to stick to it. You are changing direction very quickly, but this is bringing you abundance. And it's funny because this looks very much like my dog, who just started hacking over here. So I was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, like, you're having, you know, like, this could cause you to feel a little like, oh gosh, I said I was going to go this direction. I said I was going to do this, but it's not working to get you to the place you want to be, to create what you want to create. So you're having to adapt, change, and not really worry, because what I see here is, like, solitary people, not really worry about what others think. You have loyalty in your life, and that's pretty much you. Like, you can trust yourself, and if you believe in yourself, you can move in any direction and move by yourself, even if people don't agree with you. So I'm going to get one more card to see if I can get some more clarity. Oh, hi, Barb. Thank you so much. I know, I was just, like, in such a great mood today. And, yep, balanced energy. So the Two of Pentacles here. It's just like, as long as you are balanced, as long as you know where you're going, it may look erratic. It may look very chaotic, but it's not. It's actually perfect for you because your adaptability, your strength in being able to go with the flow of like, okay, nope, you know, like the wind is blowing right at people and they're just trying to go towards it. And you're like, oh, I'm just going to go over here. I'm just going to move this way and that way. And I'm going to move around with the energy, with the flow, with the weather. So that's great. And that's going to really create abundance here, a new world, because when we change the way we think, we change our world. It is our perception. Like, I've seen people who have so much money and they are miserable. And I've seen people sitting on the street meditating. And it's just like, it is your state of mind, whether people believe it or not. You can be in the most dire of situations, but you can be the most peaceful person. And you can be in the most lapse of luxury and be the most miserable. So it is all about your perspective and your ability to maneuver your thinking. Okay, who is next? Let's see. Norbert, that's a cool name. Bindi. Let's see. I'm just going to wait. Victoria Day. My aunt's name is Victoria. I love that name. Let's see. Victoria Day. Victoria Day. Let's see. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize we've been on here for over an hour and a half. Whoa. Time flies. Temperance. This is the steam punk tarot. There's an idea. Okay. It's starting to spark. Your gears are turning. Okay. And then Ace of Swords. Oh, I like this. So you've been really thinking about a situation. You're kind of like just dipping your toe into this line of, it might be a subject. Like there's some kind let me just go with whatever comes into my head. There's a, I'm going to get another card because it's like on the tip of my tongue. The circuits, like that's what I'm kind of getting. Like your circuits are churning. You're thinking about something. You're like mulling it over. You're like, okay, what is this? What is the answer? What is the, oops, sorry. What is the, how does this work? You're like a tinkerer. You're like, you're thinking about something. You're like, how does it work? How does it work? Your circuits are getting fired up. You're like, okay, yeah, okay, I see this, I see that. And you just started, it's something. I'm getting a lot of electricity, a lot of sparks of thoughts, innovation. Like even this water that's in this temperance card, if you look at the gears, it looks like sparks coming off. And then in here you have all this electricity, and this is knowledge. This is something coming forward. It's like you were thinking and working on something, and then all of a sudden it was like, whoa. It was like, it's alive. It's exciting. Like this reminds me of the Frankenstein, like, oh my gosh, this idea is coming alive. Let's see. Okay. Knight of Wands. Oh, look. In this Knight of Wands, yes, it's normally a wand, but this Knight of Wands, there's a hidden sword. in this. It's like this person is about to pull out the sheath. So it looks like a wand. It looks like, you know, just like, oh, this is, you know, something that's like a walking stick. But it's really like this sword. It's like this hidden knowledge that just came to you. That it's just like, oh, it's your shining. Whew, there is so much electricity here. It's your gifts. That makes sense. Like there is some knowledge that oh, okay. And then you got the 8 of swords. So even though that Knight of Wands looks like, oh, and I did not notice this. So here are hieroglyphs and here's an arch. So this is that ancient knowledge. That ancient knowledge is actually something you are wielding. And in this card, it's like you are the keeper of this. You were kept out of knowing because you kept going over like, what is it? What is it? How do I access this? How do I work these gifts? How do I bring them into my 3D? And you weren't seeing that they were all around you, that you actually were like right there at the portal, that all the information, all the gifts were right there because you weren't ready. You were right on the threshold, the precipice, and you were not ready to wield these swords. You couldn't handle that yet. You could not see the gravity of the amount of gifts you had. You wouldn't have known how to use them properly. It would have been overwhelming. So the universe kept you, your spirit guides, whomever you believe in, God, kept you kind of blind to seeing your true potential, like where you really were. Like if you had realized that the portal was right behind you and you had swords all around you, it would have scared you. So now you see it. It's time. The time has come with the Empress card. You are wielding them. Look at her hand. Now the electricity is not outside of you. It is not something you're searching for. You realize that it's within you. You have the power to contain it now. You have the power to wield it and manifest it. And like I keep telling everyone, it's very important because everybody keeps getting the Temperance card. It's very important that we are grounding ourselves and protecting ourselves. Like if we do a meditation, we open up, we've got to make sure that we close that door, because it's very important that not everybody get through that door. They won't know how to do it. Something that is not scary will appear scary to people that don't understand. And it could also scare you if you just have stuff coming through that you don't understand and isn't resonating with you. So making sure that you're closing your portals, staying grounded, and being really present when you're doing this work. It's serious work, guys. Like I'm not going to lighten it here. The work we're doing is very mind-blowing, and it's exciting, and it has consequences if we wield that power without understanding the strength and the potential to harm. Like wield it softly. I always ask before I do these readings to only give me information for the best and highest good of you guys. If it's not meant to come to you at that point, I won't tell you, because I'm not given that information, because it would harm you. I mean, think about that. If you just tell a child, and I'm not saying your children, but if you were to tell a child the truth about everything, they would be like, whoa, that's way too much. So we have to give information as it's able to be received. That's why changing your frequency is so important. If you want more to come in, you've got to be open to more. You've got to be able to handle it like a dam. If you cannot handle the force of that water, you should not, let more water in. So who is next? Oh, wait, Victoria, do you have any suggestions for beginner, a book, speaker, etc.? Oh, let's see. I would start with some very basic grounding techniques and aligning your chakras. Any meditation, let's see. Oh, actually, you asked. Ugh. So I would look, I got this book as a Christmas present a few years ago, or last year. It's The Pocket Pema, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, but it's Pema and then CH and then the O, with the little 2 dots above it, D-R, and O again with the dots above it, and N. And this book is really great because it gives little snippets about meditation. Like this one, I opened it too. Number 36, difficult people help us to learn and grow. Yeah, that's a very important thing. Like if we see the hardships in our lives as hardships instead of as lessons, we are missing the point. Everything that we've gone through, everything that we experience is an opportunity for us to grow and expand. And so that's painful to a lot of people. They're like, why is this happening to me? It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. The most painful things. And I don't say that lightly. I've had a very, very difficult life. But I see everything that has happened. The reason I actually do koalas is because I have a very serious health condition. And I also drew a little picture of a friend of mine when I was, my best friend when I was a child died in a house fire. And, you know, she just reminded me of that koala spirit, of that just really kind spirit. And very sad that she passed, but she lived her short life. This happened when we were like 11 years old. And she lived it so fully, so completely, that she added to the world in those short years. And understanding that it was such a beautiful opportunity to meet someone that beautiful and kind. So looking at every place in your life, everything as an expansion. Wow, I was so lucky to know that person, even if it was only for a few years. I was so lucky and growing from that. Okay. I'll say, wait, what did I miss? Oh, you had a horrible day? I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, yeah, that's one of the things I've learned is radical acceptance. Some days I'm like, this is the worst day I've had. This is horrible. It's an awful day. I just feel awful. I'm going to complain to myself. I'm going to just be like, no, this is so unfair. Really feel all your emotions. Really feel it. Because when you feel those emotions with strength and integrity, like feel them completely, you can also feel the positive emotions in that direction. If you never get angry, truly angry, if you're not like, no, I am furious. I'm not going to like say, oh, they did this because of that. And oh, they're doing the best they can. Forget that. Like, okay, that's great. You know, we evolved to get there. But if you don't actually feel those emotions, like, how dare they? Oh, I'm so angry. Fear, like that those child emotions. You don't have to project them out towards other people. That's where people, you know, mix things up. They're like, oh, I am, you know, I'm so angry, so I should get to take it out on others. No, it's just like, get angry. Then you can also feel the happiness to that level. Because if you're tempering down your anger, it's trapping all your emotions, all that expression. And that's your creativity. That is your solar plexus. We create. I mean, think about some of the most incredible sonnets. I like English a lot. But incredible songs. A lot of them are from pain. They're so beautiful. Like the song Happy. I love, you know, I just saw Piece by Piece by the Pharrell Lego movie. I loved it. But the song Happy was so resonant to people because they felt so bad. They went through so much, and then this overwhelming feeling of happiness came out from the song. So we have to have our emotions completely and fully. We have to really be that sun energy. Suns burn. They also help things grow. So we have to have that balance within ourselves. Okay, sorry, I just went off there. Who is next? Yes, radical acceptance. It's the only way I've gotten through the things I've gotten through. I suggested to everybody, it's not easy. It's not easy to just be like, yep, that's the way it is. I didn't have, you know, someone to take care of me in the way that I needed when I was a kid. But hey, it made me the person I am today. So, you know, that was my lesson. Okay, who is next? Logan. Let's see, Logan. Now we're venturing into all the other decks. This is fun. Logan, you are going to get this deck. Logan, thank you, Speak So Well. I appreciate you very much. Page of Swords, Logan. I like this card a lot because if you look at this card, there's a bird off in the distance and it's kind of like in shadow. It's kind of hidden. It's this piece of information. This is something in your subconscious. This is something that you know. And this truth, but the truth is coming to the forefront. The answer to what you've been thinking about is coming to the forefront. It's coming to your conscious mind. You may have gotten this answer through a dream or an interaction with someone who you didn't expect it to come from. It was kind of like, whoa. But you've been really contemplating this. Like, what is the answer? And here is the Eight of Wands. This is about, it's coming in fast now. That you asked for answers. Sometimes we do that. Think about that. Like, you're a kid. And I'm not saying you're a kid, but when we're kids, we ask our parents over and over and over and over and over and over and over something. And then the parents are like, could you give me a second? Like, so we're doing that with the universe, though. We're doing that with the divine. They're like, are you going to answer me? Are you going to answer me? I always joked that my youngest child was like that person. Where's my latte? I was like, you literally just asked me something. You got to wait. You got to let things grow. You got to let them take their time. So now you asked all these questions. You wanted all this information. You were persistent about it. You were like, yeah, what is it? What is it? What's the answer? Now it's coming in really fast. So I hope you're prepared for this because you asked for it with such energy that the universe is like, oh, okay, here, we're gonna bring it back to you. And so be prepared that it's now all going to come through. It's all going to come through very quickly because we have to remember sometimes things don't manifest on our timeline. They manifest on the world, like the divine's timeline. Like if your question would actually interfere with someone else's timeline, you couldn't get that information. Okay, and so then on the bottom of the deck, you got Justice. And so, yeah, like balanced energy. As this information comes in, it's going to cause, you to have clarity about everything. And that could cause some issues in the structure of your life because as you get this information, it's going to cause you to see situations that might actually make it so that you can't continue in those situations. You can't continue in those environments or around those people because the truth that came out, the answer that you got, wasn't in line with having them in your life. I see a structure here. This looks to me very much like a structure. And your energy is coming in. It's like, oh, I just saw that. So we have the sword here and the sword there. Yeah. So like this is a dividing line in your reality, in your 3D reality, in the foundation of your life. So temper that. Like you could just start cutting people out of your life with a sword, but I would use balance with that. Remember that everybody's coming to the information at their own time. So you may have gotten all these answers, but the people around you might not have yet. So keep that in mind, keep things balanced, keep your footing, stay grounded. I keep saying that. Like I see some solar plexus energy here, some manifestation. So again, making sure that the rest of your chakras are clear and flowing correctly so that you can actually manifest into the world with this knowledge in the best and highest good of those around you. Okay, who is next? Oops, I'm putting the cards in upside down. Who is next? The egg cult. Oh man, I wish I had some egg cards. I do not have any egg cards. Let's see. Egg cult. I'm going to use these because it's kind of funny. Hi there, Purple Phoenix. If I haven't said hi to you guys, please, I'm doing my best. But I'm happy you're here. Hi. The egg cult. You got the 10 of presents, which is the 10 of pentacles, and the emperor. And it's funny because these ornaments kind of look like eggs. This whole thing looks like a big pile of fried eggs to me. Let's see. And there's bats on there. Bats to me always mean something coming that's been rattling around. Like if you had an attic or a cave and you opened it up and then the bats flew out. So there's something coming forward. Something coming forward that, that you hadn't thought about in a while. So let's see what else we got. And this is, the Emperor is Santa. Okay. So you might be getting an unexpected gift or prosperity. Ooh. From, geez, sorry, the cards are just popping out. And you've got a snake on the bottom of here. Snakes in this context are good. To me, this reminds me of the train that goes around the tree. And so, like, you know, getting on the train. Yeah. Like, what does that mean? I don't know why I got that. Okay. I'm going to get a card from a different deck because I'm not getting any clear messages from this deck. Regenerative? Wait, I got to see what you were talking about. I don't know. Oh, here. Great to eat eggs for rebirthing, transcendent transmutations, transformations. Okay. Yeah, that could be it. Like you kept, you know, you're the egg cult. So there are, like, what I see is all these yolks all over here, the tree. So yeah, regeneration. That makes a lot of sense. Rebirth. And then the gift by Santa here of regeneration, of new opportunities, of abundance. Okay. Two of Cups. In the Two of Cups, this is very interesting because we were just talking about regeneration. We were talking about eggs. We were talking about that, like egg yolks are extremely healthy for you. It's like a wonder food. And here we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups usually has a sign here of that medical, the two snakes around a pole. And it also looks like our chakra system. And here you have the yin and yang. Another looks like an egg. So yeah, what I'm getting here is give yourself the gift of taking care of yourself. Like, something is coming up from the past, some kind of health issue, some kind of yeah, it's something about your genetics, about a genetic something coming up from the past. It could have to do with family, you know, something that runs in your family, but making sure that you have everything in alignment and making sure that you you get checked out, like or just change your diet. Making sure that you're using, you know, eating for your best and highest good. Like, are you eating just to satisfy, you know, like I said, like, you know, it's like a present, like, oh, I'm going to give myself this treat or that treat or do this. Instead, eat for your health, because I feel like you need to get in alignment, and you need to work on this. Like maybe you are currently working on this. Maybe that's what this is being shown to me, that you need to balance your energies, because we do have a lot of circular symmetry, and get things in alignment. So, that was a very different message than the other ones today. So I just work on that. Okay, who is next? I'm North Korea. You're from North Korea, or you're from North Korea, not in North Korea, right? I didn't think they could go on YouTube. Yeah, we've already been on for 2 hours. Woo! Lily is next. Okay. Hi, Lily. Just one note to Egg Cult. I got the Knight of Pentacles after shuffling. And so, yeah, this is something you're going to have to work on. If you're doing anything like smoking or be careful, like, because I also saw that tree as or working with candles or anything. Be careful, because I also saw that tree. It looked like ash. So maybe be careful about the air quality. Really take your health very seriously right now. Okay, so sorry, Lily is next. Hi, Lily. The Lover's Lily. Ooh, okay. Number 6. Number 6 is about fertility. It can also be about making choices from your heart space, or your health. Ace of Spring, Ace of Wands. So this is a growth. This is something growing out of a healthy lifestyle, a healthy love, a connection. That something is growing and blooming and blossoming. Let's see if I get any more information. Trust in it. Like it may be coming in. It's fresh. It's new. It's delicate. It's I always see this. The cherry blossoms bloom, at least here where I live, in the spring, in February, usually late January, early February, and we have cherry blossom festivals. So like honing that during this winter time, making sure that you keeping your keeping things going, growing them. You know, don't let the hibernation instinct take in too much, but keep cultivating, keeping things warm, keeping things growing, tending to them. So we often want to kind of insulate ourselves during cold months, but it's important to remember that everything's always growing, even if it's under the ice, even if it's under the snow. That new growth will pop through when you least expect it, but it will only happen if you keep tending to it. So 8 of Autumn, 8 of Pentacles, and this is about working. This is about making sure that, like I said, tending to it, doing more research. If it's a project, if it's something that you're going to have to grow, then or something at work, you're going to have to do some more studying. You're going to have to keep this up. Like people go on break from school and then they're like, oh, and they forget everything. You know, they don't keep up reading or keep up updating themselves. They take on a job position and they're like, oh, okay, I'm set to go. You're always supposed to be learning and tending to your projects. That will grow what you want exponentially. And you got the Emperor. So this is really great. Like you tend to that, you keep it growing, you will get in an established position. But this is a time of growth. This is the time where you can't see the little plant peeking out yet. It's under the surface, but you can't just stare at it. You have to actually like do stuff around it. Make sure that it has enough water. Make sure that it has enough, I don't know why I'm talking about plants, but it's just a good analogy, I guess. So making sure that you're sitting in your heart space, because the Emperor is all the kings. You've gone through all the suits, and really you're exemplifying those qualities, the wands qualities, the swords qualities, the cups and pentacles. So in order to bring them all forward in that balanced energy, because the Emperor is 4, that's your foundation, that's your structure of your life. You've got to make sure that everything's in alignment, everything's balanced, just like you would do with a plant. Orchids are like that. You have to make sure that everything's correct in order for them to bloom. You can keep them alive, but can you make them bloom? So, oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, keep tending to it. Keep working. And I split the deck and I saw the 10 of Pentacles. So keep it up and you will move into a very successful harvest. Okay, who is next? I think we can do this for, I don't know, I'm going to trust you speak so well. Yeah, keep it up. It's just work. Sometimes we can't see what is growing. We're in such a hurry that we don't realize the most strong, vital things take growth and show very little outward signs until they burst forward. And then, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Up next is D3 Glamour World. Okay. D3 Glamour World. Let's see. Let's see. Which cards do I want to use? I want to use these ones for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep. Yes. You can't see the forest through the trees. Exactly. That is a perfect analogy of the energy that I got. So, the Glamour World. I split the deck and you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Ooh, I want to see what this energy is. Yes, I do take donations. If you want to buy me some coffee, that would be great. I would love that. Thank you. I do this because I enjoy doing this and I enjoy getting together with you guys. But yeah, it would be great. I can buy more decks. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. So like I said, I split the deck. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. So something, you are coming to light. Like, oh, look. And like I said, you know, the Star energy, it's coming to light. You are bringing abundance in. You are. Like, you have to take the reins. And I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting the Chariot. You have to take the reins here, take control, and realize that you are the key component here. You are what's going to manifest this 10 of Pentacles. You have to believe in yourself, though. You have to believe that you are the star. You have to believe that that is your destiny, that is your path in life. In order for the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your, wait, now I'm getting a, you know those old-time boats with the wheel on the back and then the water would go through and it would push it forward? Well, with the Wheel of Fortune, it looked a lot like that wheel, and with the star pouring water. And so like you are moving this along. You are moving this forward into the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, it's your energy. You've got to realize how much control you have on here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Did I get anything else? Let's see. 8 of Cups and Queen of Cups. Okay, I can see why this might, in order to go towards this light and be this light, you're going to have to leave some situations behind. You can't take everyone with you. In order to move that ship along, in order to pour into your own cup and be the star is alone. The star shines bright. It's the only one on stage. It's the only one out there. It is shining bright. It doesn't have anyone trying to hold it to the land. And that doesn't mean you can't have relationships, because I see right here, you're seeing that you can have relationships. as the Queen of Cups, you can have these relationships, but they have to be at a higher level. And sometimes that's painful because we like to think of everyone. We don't want to insult anyone, but if you don't resonate with anyone, I mean, we don't live as children for our whole lives. That doesn't work for us anymore. And if people wanted us to stay stuck in that environment, that's why when you're a child and your parents don't push you out of the nest, they don't go like, it's time to fly. They're actually keeping you stuck. They're keeping you in a place that you actually can't manifest into the true person you are. And they're doing that for their own needs and wants and not thinking about that they're keeping you stuck. You know, this is sand. It can feel very trapping, a very like keeping you to the earth when you need to shine, when you need to shine bright. I mean, look at all this energy. Look at all this light. You have so much light to bring into the world. And I think it may be scary because you're going to have to push against and leave to go towards this light. You're going to have to go into the depths of your emotions. You're going to have to really go with what's true to you. I mean, she's going right into the water, in towards that light. So yeah, that's not an easy road, but once you realize that growth is a healthy thing, it's not, it's not a punishment to anyone. It's, people should want you to grow, even if it means that they can't go with you. That's when people really care about you. I know that's really hard. That's not a popular opinion, but honestly, I don't care. It's like, I've spent too much of my life caring that people want us. Oh, look, I split the deck. You got the 10 of Wands. This is about carrying too many burdens. Yeah, this is going to weigh you down. Like, this person cannot shine in the light. They cannot go to the surface because they're carrying everyone's burdens. You don't need that. This will open you up to really great relationships, connections that are out of this world. Okay, next is Bindu. Okay, let's see. What cards do I want to use with you? I'm going to use these. I haven't used these in a while. Hi, Nick. Hi, Pat. Nope. Okay, not these cards. It does not want me to use these cards. Let's see. These ones. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Please press the like button if you could. I am doing these with no charge. If you want to get me a cup of coffee or tea, that's great. But most importantly, if you could click that little like button, that little thumbs up. I have a funny thumb. See, it goes way far over there. That really helps with the algorithm, because that's one part they really pay attention to those things. Okay, Bindu. Okay, 4 of Swords, feeling stuck, moving into the Magician. Okay. I want to see what else I get. I'm already getting some energy about this, but okay. 2 of Pentacles. We're getting that a lot. And there's 2 infinity signs. Okay. So feeling stuck. And then the Magician, and then the 2 of Pentacles. Very interesting. Okay. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I see what's going on here. Okay. So the first card that came out is the 4 of Swords. And what I find interesting is she's got her hand on one of the swords, and then there's 3 lined up, and she looks ticked off. She's realizing that there's some truths in her lives, and you don't have to be female. I'm just saying this is this energy that's coming in, and there's a female on the card. That's it. But something you had been working on, and I'm like getting this like anger feeling here, is like you're lining up the facts. You're seeing it from, it's like, okay, wait, this doesn't all line up. I've taken the time to look at it. I don't like this. What is going on here? This is making me unhappy. And in her hand, she has these little flowers, these like branches. So someone's been kind of taking something from you, and the truth is coming out. You're starting to line up the signs. Like, oh, okay, wait, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And this ability to see the truth and move on from it and grow from it, because there's a lot of yellow energy here. This like solar plexus is manifesting as the magician. You are taking these little plants and creating magic out of them with this infinity here. It's like you are using that knowledge to not keep you stuck anymore, but to actually release you from some kind of commitment or obligation that you were in. And it's moving you into a much more powerful energy. It's allowing you to manifest, because when you believed these people, when you believed that this was, when you were ignoring the signs, you weren't able to manifest in that energy. See, like there's no roses on these vines, but there's roses all over here. It's like, oh, okay, you're remembering who the root of you is, what you really, where your power comes from. And then you got the Two of Pentacles. So again, this is this solar plexus energy of infinite balance, of manifestation. And since this is the Two of Pentacles and you have the Magician here, it's like manifesting into the 3D world, this very balanced energy. You have 2, 4, so these are very balanced energies. And then you got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is also holding, I just wanted to show you, like a much larger version of the flower she's holding. So it's like fine-tuning and growing your abilities, your ability to manifest into the world and bringing it forward. It's like this something was bothering you. It just wasn't making sense. And as you started putting the pieces together, you studied it and realized that this situation was a dead end, a brick wall. You were going to be hitting the wall if you kept going this direction. And now you're free to move forward, and you've got all this life, and it's growing, because it started off like this. It was going nowhere, and now it's moving forward. Okay, cool. Okay, next is Susanna. Oh, Susanna. Okay, what? I last read for Bindu, B-I-N-D-U. Thank you for keeping things going. Oh, that's great. Thank you for subscribing. And remember, hit that little like button, the thumbs up. That really helps. And, tuning into the regular readings that I do, it really helps get the channel out there too. And if you're subscribed and turn on the little notification, you'll see when I put on the community page that I'm going to do lives. I think I'm going to try to continue to do them on Thursdays, because that just seems to be a good day and the energy seems really good. Okay, so Susanna, you got the Devil. And I really like this Devil card, so don't get concerned. Because this Devil card is about, see, if you look really closely at the cage here, there is an open padlock. Yeah, right there, right in the shadows, an open padlock. So this is an energy of feeling stuck, of feeling confined, of feeling unable to reach the waters and swim free, but it's an illusion. It's self-imposed. And then you got the Three of Cups. So you might be feeling left out. The Three of Cups is all about socialization or parties. So you might be feeling left out of a situation, a friendship group. My hair. You might be feeling left out of a situation group, or feel like people are spilling the tea or drinking tea without you, or doing something without you, celebrating without you, and it may be making you feel stuck. But you have the control to change this. You have the ability, because see, they're in the water. You have to venture out of your limitations, self-imposed limitations, and choose to jump into the water. Choose to be a part of things. Put yourself out there. Be willing to, be uncomfortable. Like, is this more comfortable, feeling stuck and stuff and keeping yourself on land when it's not really the right place for you? Or taking a risk, yeah, they might reject you, but they might accept you and you might have a great time and celebrate. So, you have to decide for yourself, though, because the only person keeping you stuck is you. For some reason, this person's energy is like really, I'm picking up Pinky 99. I would stop asking that question, because for whatever reason, it's kind of like what I'm getting here with this card, with the with this devil card, with the self-imposed, that if it wasn't working, then things need to radically change. So maybe you need to work on yourself in order to be in a different resonance, because maybe the reason things end sometimes is because they're not meant to be, because we can't be our fullest and highest selves. If someone rejects you, and I've learned this personally because my ex-husband did that, and I at first was like, why? And then I realized, it was for my best and highest good. The universe was looking out for me, and it was painful. I had to go through the grieving process, but it gave me a whole new life that I love much more than I ever loved that life. And you can still, keep everything that you like about the marriage, because you're 50% of that. So, but sorry, your energy was very distracting, so I had to comment on that. So, like I was talking about to Susanna, that you got the devil card about keeping yourself stuck, about not moving forward. But this, you need to even fake it until you make it. Like, this will bring in connections in the 3D world. This will bring in, but like, you have to have faith in yourself. You have to trust in yourself. You have to believe in yourself in order to manifest in the world. You have to bring it forward. You have to be the one to plant the seed. Like, if you want to create friendships and strong bonds, and you have to put all your work into that. You have to put it in, like I was been talking about over and over again, a seed. You have to tend to it. Friendships take as much work as a marriage. If you really want to have this successful relationship, you got to put as much effort into it. But, staying in places that don't suit you with the 9 of Swords here, like, the reason this person has got their ears covered is because they're actually imposing on this person's world. This person does not want them there. And like, when you don't, like I said, rejection is protection, but you can manifest with the Queen of Wands here. You can manifest something so much better. You don't have to stay stuck. But staying in situations that are limiting you is something you're doing. You're making that choice. So I know that's hard for people. They want an answer. They want to, like, oh, if I do this meditation, if I do that, yeah, that's one aspect of it. But you have to be willing to see that you are the reason you're choosing to be stuck. If you're putting up with people that don't treat you well, that's up to you. So, okay, I'm going to catch up here. Okay, who is next? Ooh, we're getting almost at the 2.5 hour mark, so I'm going to start winding down soon. It might mean that you need to work on your diet. Like, I've been getting that all day from everybody. It might mean that you need to work on your health and get enough sleep, eat proper nutrition. Yes, temperance. So making sure that you are in a balanced energy and that you are doing the best things for your life. So don't blame anyone else if you don't feel well. I mean, stomach digestion is usually blocks solar plexus energy. And that might mean that you are not manifesting in your life and you're distracting away from that. Okay, who's next? Have I done, who has been here that I've seen over and over again? It's okay, I'll just pull cards while I'm waiting. No, I did not read for Lucy. So Lucy's next. Must have missed Lucy. I didn't see Lucy. Well, Lucy, the split of the deck is the Fool and the High Priestess. So far, really good energy. And anybody who's been a member of my channel knows about this, but I hurt my finger in July really bad, and I had a brace on for a really long time. And I could finally put on a ring today. I was so excited. It's been months. So things take time. That was a reminder to me that, and when they finally happen, it's a joyous experience. It's very happy. Wow, you're getting some really good cards. The Hermit, the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. They don't want to come out, but they're there. So that might be something to think about. Like, you have all these great qualities within you, Lucy, and you're not showing everyone them. So I think we're like at the start of the reading we did, at the start of this live, we did a collective reading, and it was all about vision and egotism. And people, like the sun's here, it's kind of hiding. And it's this knowing, this internal that I am this person, like with the fox. But people in your lives saying that it's egocentric to show those qualities, to be that light, to be the sun, to be the vision, to bring forward all your energy. And so that's what I'm kind of getting here, is that you have a lot of hidden qualities and assets that the world needs, but you're hiding them because people have said that you are egocentric if you focus on that. If you believe in yourself, if you do that, yeah. So that's kind of been a theme for this whole story, this whole reading, and I've been getting so many great cards from you. Like we got the Wheel of Fortune, but we got the Death card, and this is feeling stuck. This is feeling like you cannot move forward, like you've got gloop and gunk all over you that, it's like sinking you down. So your Wheel of Fortune depends on you cleaning this up, like not dampening your manifestations, not dampening who you are. I keep hearing this strong message to all of you. It's like, be your full selves. You're going to get judged anyway. You're going to be judged by people. That's the truth. We judge people. We judge them by their looks. We judge them by their class. We judge them by so many different things. So we think that we should be like if we hide who we truly are, we won't get judged. At least be judged for who you truly are. I know, Nick. That I'm sure of. Like, that Nick's comment is very true. Like, so we don't think about it like the reality of it. Jesus was born in a manger to the poorest of poor. No one would have them. And then spent his entire life being persecuted and judged and told to be quiet and that truth was wrong. So we would not actually worship Jesus if Jesus was here in front of us. That was shown through people's actions. Very few could stand in the light of the truth. Ooh. So, Nine of Swords. This is the first card that's come out for you, and it dropped in my lap. This is saying you are staying in situations that are that you are not able to grow. You are not welcome there. The true you is not. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say because it shines light on them. It shines light on the areas that they're not trying to grow bigger. They are not trying to grow. So they get upset at you for shining that light on that reality of who they are, and they don't want to hear it. That is the truth of this collective as a whole. Nobody wants to hear what we have to say because then they'll have to realize they're not trying hard enough. But you are. With the Hierophant, you're working hard. You're doing this. What I see is you're studying and you're doing all this internal. I need you to bring it out into the world. No matter how painful it is, no matter how the truth hurts, it will cause some rejections. It will cause some people to judge you. But that's better than staying quiet and stuck. So that's just what I'm getting. Okay, who is next? Speak so well. I don't know how many more I'm going to be able to do, but Speak So Well is so great. So if you subscribed to the channel, or you're already a subscriber and you were put on the list, when we come back for the next live, which I think will be next Thursday, if everything lines up, you'll have more of a priority if you sign up on the community page, because then we create a list of everybody who did that. See, I just want to make sure. Oh, thank you so much, Barb. If you sign up on the list, you're much more likely to get a reading because it's just more organized that way. Wow, from Greece. That's awesome. Sock. S-O-K. Okay. Let's see what your energy is. Thank you so much, Lucy. Suck. Ooh, you got the Empress card. Like I said, this is about solar plexus energy. And, Barb, thanks to Barb, there's a nice big old swatch of solar plexus energy out there. So thank you. This is very similar feeling. So manifesting in abundance and wealth, like just attracting that. Ooh. The Devil. Okay, again, this is what I was getting. Vision versus egotism. This is a common theme for you guys. Look, we've got manifestation or vision versus the ego. Seeing that your manifestations, what you're bringing into the world, as an ego-driven thing, when it's not. When actually what light attracts light. Like attracts light. Like. So maybe that's important. I think you're afraid of your manifestation. I think you're afraid of your abilities here. I think you're feeling like if you truly encompass this energy, this fire, that you'll be seen as egocentric. Or that, like you're manifesting wealth. This could also be that you're manifesting wealth and the people around you are seeing that you're not willing to share that. You put in all the hard work. Why should you have to give it to everyone else? If you want to share it with people, I'm sure you want to share it with those who actually would appreciate it, who would think that what you're doing is a positive thing. So don't pay attention to these people, what they're saying. Like I said, people are going to judge you either way. You might as well live your best in true life. I think I'm getting tired. I'll drink some coffee. So shine bright. Shine bright. Put the naysayers, if they're going to call you, for being esoteric or spiritual, if they're going to say you're working with the devil, it's like, so the devil's full of life? I mean, so is that what you're saying? Like, in order for me to manifest, I have to be demonic? It's like, no, there's nothing demonic about working hard and having manifestation. Like, people think it comes easy, but actually choosing to manifest every day means that you have to follow certain things. You have to eat you healthy, you have to have good sleep hygiene, you have to meditate, you have to ground yourself, you have to do all these things, you have to stay in a resonance that's very positive and attracts that. Okay. So, okay, I think I'm going to do a few more. It's 3:33 here where I am. Oh, for some reason, this is not plugged in. That's weird. My phone, hopefully it does not, I'm not getting any charge. So I'm going to have to stop pretty soon anyway, because I'm getting low on battery. For some reason, it will not charge. Not sure what's going on here. Could have something to do with all the solar activity. I've been having a lot of technical problems. Also, it's Mercury in retrograde. It's the 1212 portal. There's a lot going on. So Barb is next. Hi, Barb. How are you doing today? Let's see. I've been enjoying these cards today, so let's see what they have to say to you. Nope. Just from the glimpse I took there, we do not want those cards. So good, so glad. It's been a great day for me. Like I said, I can't find it right now, the quarter that I found earlier, but I've been getting lucky penny, and then I found a quarter, which is like 25 pennies. So there's all this luck out there. And it's about going to the river of no return through the wilderness. And so you guys are like jumping out there like the on the fool's journey. And it's really beautiful. A lot of, yep, Ace of Wands. So Barbie, you're starting off with the Ace of Wands. You have the butterfly and this new sprouting, beautiful, something is coming, like, oh, wow. So after a manifestation, metamorphosis, like I said, I've been talking for over 2.5 hours. Whew. After you metamorphosized, you went within. The chrysalis process of being a butterfly is extremely painful. The butterfly, I recently learned, does remember what it's like to be a caterpillar. Those are completely different organisms. I mean, one is this like slow moving, just consumed with its nutrients, with nourishing itself, you know, and surviving, and you know, it's very slow, and it has to only move along, you know, a level surface, to a butterfly, which can fly anywhere. But the caterpillar is more durable, because if you touch a butterfly's wings, you can actually really hurt it, and it can't fly anymore. So you are coming from a place of understanding your strengths, your new strengths, and also your weaknesses, and you're working on those. You're helping, you're strengthening, because I can also see this as your spine, your solar plexus column. Sorry, I keep saying solar plexus today, and there's a lot of light there. But your chakra column, your spine is growing. It is manifesting, because, you know, you're also going from plant to plant. Now, let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, working on this. Look, see, he's leaning on this, and, you know, growing from it, working really hard. You're now seeing the manifestations of your hard work. You're having to stop, though, because remember, you've gone through this metamorphosis process. Appreciate that. Look at how he's like standing there and taking stock of all that he's created. And this is just energy. So it's that doing masculine energy of doing. Now you need to stay still and look at what you've created so that you can really appreciate it. Because I think we don't appreciate all of our hard work. And then you got the Empress. So like, yeah. So when you see how far you've come, you will really be in that energy. You will be in that, that Empress energy. The Empress is like, all the queens. So you've gone through the work. The metamorphosis was painful, going through, you know, all the cups, all the swords, all the wands, all the pentacles. You know, that's great if you go through all the pentacles. But you know, the Empress is Taurus energy, it's earth energy. So coming back to a solid ground, grounding yourself. I keep getting that with everybody's energy, making sure we're grounded. Make a grounding cord. You know, establish one every day, making sure that you're really connected in with the earth. And oh wait, are we back? Oh wait, are we back? Hey, are we back? Did it come back? Can you see me now? Hey. I don't know what happened, but sorry about that. We're back. So yeah, that was great energy. Keep it up. Really appreciate, Barb, really appreciate, look around at what you've created. Take a stock, even if you have to write it down, even if you have to take pen to paper. I always tell people that. They're always like, I'll do it on my phone or on my laptop. But putting pen to paper is really important, and really take stock of how much you've been doing, what you've actually accumulated, and how much you've grown. Sometimes it's great to take a stock of, as we reach the end of the year, you know, like we want to make resolutions, and so we can grow. But looking back at the year and being grateful for the growth we've had is very important. Hey, thanks for sticking with us. Yes, a pocket notebook is a great idea. Carry one around with you wherever you go. Jot things down. You know, you'll start seeing some symmetry. You'll start seeing the signs that you are meant to find. We forget them. We're always like, and when you wake up in the morning, even if you don't think you're dreaming, you are. So even if you just jot down, like having a notebook next to your bed and jotting things down if you wake up in the middle of the night, or the feeling you're having, ask yourself a question in the morning and go, what am I supposed to learn from this? What information do I need? What do I need to bring in? And that will really help you figure out some things you're thinking about. Okay. So yeah, I think I need my phone's about to die anyway. So is there anyone else, or, you know, Speak So Well is giving me a sign that I need to probably get going. But so if I didn't get to you today, I do this. I try to do this every week on Thursday. Okay, on the journey, pretty close to here. So I do this pretty regularly. Please turn on that little notification, and you'll see when I post in the community tab. And if you put your name and in the comments under the community tab for the lives, I'm more likely to get to you. But, you know, I try to get to as many people as I can. And you guys are all welcome here, and I love you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being a part of the Koala Collective. I love you guys so much. Bye.